What's up, everybody? My name is Courtney.
My name is Nima.
And we're coaches here at Orange Theory Fitness in Houston, and we're here to partner with Memorial Hermann. Today, we're going to bring you a full, high-intense workout that's going to work 3 different unique training styles here at Orange Theory. So grab your water, grab your sweat towel, a mat if you have one, and let's get started. All right, so we're gonna start you out by warming up the body. Real key as you guys are getting into movement. We're just gonna go through 4 exercises. The first one is what we call a jump rope. We're gonna go for 30 seconds. Nima's gonna go ahead and move her arms just subtly to the side. And we're gonna stay on the balls of the feet to try to get those ankles, calves, some quads warmed up. We tired yet?
No, I feel great.
Just getting the blood flowing. We got about 15 seconds. Okay, if you wanna take a little bit of intensity out of this, you can always just do like a small little step. We can also stop the arms from moving so much. All right, and our second exercise, we're gonna go ahead and get the arms with a little bit of shoulder action, a reverse lunge to overhead reach. We're gonna go for 45 seconds. As you step back, most important thing here is making sure you keep that knee directly over that ankle as you reach up overhead, really reaching to the ceiling. So you get a little stretch to those shoulders, really opening up the chest to kind of allow you to breathe. Now take this kind of at your own time. You don't wanna work through the warm up too quick. You wanna make sure those muscles are good and primed, ready to go. Got about 20 more seconds. Again, nice easy tempo, less range of motion also if those joints are feeling it a little bit today. All right, last rep on each side. Now we're gonna go right into the body weight squat. We're gonna start with our feet about shoulder width apart. As we squat, we wanna make sure we push our butt back, keep our chest lifted. Pretend like there's an invisible chair behind you. How far and close to the chair can you get without fully sitting down? Really trying to warm up through those hips. Making sure those knees kind of drive out. We don't want to see those knees caving in. Getting those quads, glutes, and hamstrings ready to go. I think she's got like maybe 4 or 5 more reps in her. Not looking like we're sweating just yet. All right, and then last and final one, because we are working full body, we're gonna add a little upper body warm up. It's called a blast off push-up. So we're gonna get down into that high plank position. Your hands are directly stacked under your shoulders. We're gonna send our hips straight back to the wall. And as we blast forward, dropping slightly down to the ground, trying to get our chest as low to the ground as possible here. All right, working up towards push-ups, right? We can always do the option of going down to the knees once you get out of the blast off. But here we're working for some hip flexibility, right? And getting some range of motion through those shoulders. Got about 10 more seconds. Awesome, great. So now that we've seen the warm up, we're gonna go through one more time, really timing these exercises back to jump rope, 30 seconds, really start to feel the body kind of getting warm now. Seeing if we can feel a little bit more limber through those joints and through those muscles as you go the second time around. I feel like I should be doing this with you.
Come on in.
All right, 10 more seconds. Remember, exercise number 2, we got the reverse lunge to overhead reach. Really looking for depth on this round. 3, 2, 1. And really looking for height, reaching through those fingertips. Again, feeling a little bit looser each and every time. This one's a good whopping 45 seconds, so keep yourself moving in a great pace. She's starting to sweat a little bit. I'm just making sure she's breathing well. All right, awesome. We're gonna do 2 more on each side with the 10 seconds that we have left. All right, remember, exercise number 3, guys, right into that body weight squat, looking for a little bit more depth. See if we can go just a little below that invisible chair. If you really kind of want to add to this, you can do it in front of your reach, so almost like straight out in front. Kind of gets those shoulders, again, warming up in a different plane of motion. Add just a little different dynamic to your warm up here. 15 seconds. Now, as you guys are moving through the squat, if your hips feel a little bit stiff, you can always point your toes out a little wider. Helps you to kind of naturally more jump into your squat. Awesome, and then last one, we're going right back to that blast off push-up. See if we can do a couple more from those toes. Again, hips go straight back, almost like you're trying to stretch out through those shoulders again. Blasting off from the toes. Think of this almost like a power movement. Someone is shooting you out of a cannon, and then as soon as you get back to that start position, really driving the chest down. Don't forget, you always have the option from the knees if you need to for this push-up to make it feel a little bit better. 20 more seconds. Big burner on the shoulders right here. Awesome. All right, 3, 2, 1. And that's your warm up. Now that we're ready to go, get a quick sip of water. We're gonna go through block number 1 here. This training concept is something we do very often. It's called rep and recover. So we use this to kind of help strengthen the muscle, put more tension on the muscle with less recovery so they can kind of build back a little bit stronger. How this is gonna work, it's a 4-minute block. We have 2 exercises. You'll have 1 minute to complete the exercise. With the time remaining, you're gonna go ahead and take a recovery. On that next minute, we're gonna start the next exercise. Again, a set amount of reps, right into a rest with whatever time's recovered for 2 rounds. All right, so first we're gonna focus on an alternating pop squat, and we're gonna go for 14 total reps, which is gonna be 7 on each side. As you drop into your squat, it's an explosive movement to twist the hips to one side, and we land back in the squat in the middle. Right, great option for this one, guys, is gonna be a step out squat. It takes out just a little bit of tension, right, and a little bit of impact on those knees. So we're gonna go for 1 minute. She's gonna finish 14 reps, and when you're done, take a rest in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Awesome, the goal here too, really trying to get some twist through the hips. As you land, think about landing nice, low, and soft, like you don't want anyone to hear you as you get into that middle, and driving up, exploding from the ground, really to create some power through those quads and through those glutes. Awesome. Should average about 20 to 30 seconds to rest. That should have got your heart rate up. That should get you breathing a little bit. Now you have time to take some water if you need to. Stretch out through those legs. Round 2, we have a core exercise coming at you. Again, 1 minute to complete 20 total reps, which is gonna be 10 on each side. And we're gonna work those obliques, those muscles we tend to forget a little bit. We're gonna have a crossbody knee drive where we get to high plank position, drive the knee across to the opposite elbow without twisting through the hips too much, really trying to go slow and keep tension on that lower core into that high plank. 1 minute to complete 20 total reps. Let's see what you got. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Awesome, and the goal here, guys, as you're working through this, really keeping that lower core tight, keeping a slight round through the shoulders, right? Helping that shoulder girdle kind of stay in place. A great option for this, especially if your wrists or anything are starting to bother you, can always elevate your hands. If you have a chair nearby, maybe your couch, something to kind of prop your body up. It takes a lot of pressure off those wrists, takes it off the shoulders, right? And we get a nice little core activation even through those options. Got about 30 seconds left, so if you're done, again, take a breather, towel off. We're gonna go round 2, same thing. We're just gonna see if we can be a little more efficient this time. Maybe trying to find a little extra power through your squat, and we're gonna add a challenge in to that core exercise when we get there. You really are starting to sweat a little bit.
It's a little toasty.
It was good. I like this. All right, team, we've got 10 seconds till you get started. Get ready. You got your alternating pop squat. Try to find a little height on this one if you can. 3, 2, 1, 14 total reps. Awesome, you notice how the hips kind of stay forward, that's key. If you feel like those hips are kind of sideways as you squat, it's gonna feel a little uncomfortable, making sure those toes point back forward as you go through. Little more height again if you've got it. Show them that little more height. Yeah, there we go. Good, team. Again, heart rate should be up a little bit, elevated, a little out of breath. This is intended, you got about 30 seconds. It's a sip of water, towel off. Good tip, when you are taking sips of water, small sips, don't drink the whole thing all at once, get the belly. All right, team, so we have about 15 seconds before you start that cross-body knee drive. Again, real high tension on the core. If you need to find the elevation, find the elevation. We got 20 total reps. Let's go, 3, 2, 1. Awesome, so if this is your couple times doing this workout, maybe you've already done it once, you loved it so much you came back for more. We're gonna add just a little bit of spice to it. Maybe every 1 to 2 crosses, we add a small little push-up in, gives you just a little bit more towards the upper body, helps kind of keep the core engaged. All right, something just to kind of gradually add into your workouts. It's always good to find that challenge. Remember, with the push-up, you can always do it from the knees if you need to. Awesome job, team. Finishing up those reps. You got about 20 seconds. That is block number 1. That was 4 minutes of work, and that's what we call rep and recover. All right, block 2 coming at you next. This one's a little spicy. So stretch it out. All right, you ready? All right, guys, here we go. 4 minutes of work again. We're gonna be going through 2 rounds. You're gonna count your reps on this one, and we're just gonna set a clock here. 2 rounds again is your goal. If you need to go a little bit slower, that's fine. If you go a little quicker, it's kind of up to your balance. All right, so we're gonna do what we call unilateral back-to-back. Unilateral work, really great to kind of find where those imbalances are so you can start to strengthen them up. If you're a big runner, unilateral work is amazing for running, right? And it's really great for balance and stability. So we have one side of the body we're gonna work on first, so think everything on the left side of your body. Then we're gonna move to the right side of the body before we take a rest. So left side, both exercises, right side, both exercises. Then we have a small little core exercise to kind of let the body reset before we start again. All right, so we have 2 exercises. We have what we call a split squat. So we're gonna take 1 step forward, 1 step back. Most important thing here, guys, keep your toes pointed forward so your hips are nice and square, your chest is open and lifted. We're gonna initiate this motion by going down with the back knee, putting all the pressure on that front foot as we drive to the top and stand back up. Don't think about locking your knee out too much, slight bend at the top here, all right, but really keep in tension under this front muscle, this quad. All right, option for that one, if you do need it, just a little bit less in the range of motion. You don't have to go down super far, kind of test it out. Right when we're done, left foot is gonna stay planted. We're gonna go into what we call an airplane. It practices a hinge motion and a little bit of stability through that ankle. So we're gonna kick one leg back, spreading out the arms nice and wide. We wanna see that stability and we wanna see those hips kind of sit back nice and far. All right, option as you go slow. Balance is not working for you today. Start at the basics, just go split stance, give yourself some balance and see how far those hips can sit back. All right, once you finish the left side, we'll switch the foot. We're gonna go right side next for those reps. And then we're gonna get into our core recovery, which is a side plank leg lift. So we're gonna lay into a side plank. We're gonna help me make it sit up here. Elbow directly under the shoulder is key. Okay, when you lift your hips up, we also wanna push the hips forward. You should see the chest open. You don't wanna round through the shoulders. Feet are stacked. That top leg is just gonna kick up slightly, activating that glute as you kick through your heel. Nice and slow for 6 reps. All right, option for this one, you can always go kickstand, puts a little pressure off the shoulder and also gives you more stability through the hips. Again, lifted and push forward is key. All right, so we're gonna set a time for 4 minutes as we walk you through this exercise, giving you some education, giving you some challenges. Again, 6 on each side, left, right, then recover. Here we go. Awesome job. So as you notice, she's going slow on the way down and a little bit quicker on the way up. What we're trying to accommodate here for is a little more time under tension, really taking that tempo. A really great way to kind of spice up an exercise if you guys don't have weights with you or something that you can carry to add load is tempo. The slower the tempo actually makes it feel like you could be adding weight into your exercise. Again, if you are ready to spice things up and you have something nearby, you want to add some weight to it, more than welcome to pick up something light, medium, or even heavy. Awesome job. Really should start to feel burn on that front leg. So as you guys are working through when you do unilateral, it's really trying to build tension under one side and really kind of feeling that burn as you go. So again, your goal, going back to back, make sure we're not taking a breather just yet. If you need to, perfectly fine. Getting back into it when you're ready. Feel that burn yet?
Sure do.
Yep. All right, and let's take you guys through this airplane. Again, airplane, hinge is one of those most common patterns, right, that kind of gets missed a little bit. Our goal is to set the hips back and almost like we're trying to touch the wall that would be behind you. And think about the chest. It's still open and lifted, but it's just bent over towards the ground. Awesome, making sure we keep that slight bend in the front knee as you finish up that rep count. Once you're done, little rest before you, if you need to go into, before you hit that core exercise. But really the goal here, this is allowing the legs and the lower body to kind of rest and reset before we hit round 2. Awesome, and as you guys can kind of notice, she's got her toe pointed forward. As you kick, you almost want to kick through that heel. It's gonna activate the top part of the glute. We don't want to kick too high. Doesn't take a lot of range of motion to really activate your glute. So again, small kick, feel the tight little squeeze, and make sure we kind of keep those hips lifted. So we gave you the option, again, of a kickstand. You saw her do that in the last couple of reps. If you need more balance than that, you can take this front arm. You can even place it on the ground if you need to. Again, still trying to stay lifted through the hips to keep those obliques engaged. Good news, 90 seconds, give or take. My math skill's not so good, but the stopwatch is doing the work for me, so we're good. Awesome. Again, we gave you guys that spicy little tip if you want to add some weight. Another great way that you can kind of add explosiveness to your workout or add intensity to your workout is a jump in that split squat. So maybe you don't have weights around. When we get to the right side, we'll show you a little bit, but you can actually elevate your front foot off the ground and really kind of add a little bit of power to it. Definitely recommend maybe the second or third time through the workout, really kind of get the idea of the movements first. It's starting to shake a little bit. Good, yeah. So again, if you want, remember a little elevation off the front kind of adds a little bit of power through that front quad, something you can start to add in as you guys go through these movements, get more comfortable with them. We have 30 seconds. We're gonna see if you can kind of keep your sides even. If you're like us, we wanna make sure you keep your sides even. Don't wanna leave anything less worked than the other side. Awesome job, 15 seconds. Keep it up over there on your side. Try to even again those sides out, finish up. And we get to take that recovery team in 3, 2, 1. Block 2, done. Again, that is what we call unilateral back to back. Hopefully you got a little stability there, got a little burn, heart rate up a tad. Get some water, towel off. Let's talk about block 3. This is the burner. This is what we would kind of call a finisher block. It is called work and rest. The idea here, not only getting your muscles to feel a little bit more of a jolt and power at the end when they're already tired, but to also get your heart rate up and try to get your metabolic rate working just a little bit quicker. We're gonna work for 6.5 minutes. We're gonna go 40 seconds on, 10-second rest. So if you need longer than 10 seconds, of course take it, get back on track when we restart. But we're gonna go through 4 exercises that we're gonna show you real quick. And then we'll kind of go through the options and the challenges as we go. So the first one is what we call a broad jump to a shuffle. All right, so we're gonna use the length of the mat here. We're gonna jump from one end of the mat to the next, landing in a soft squat again, like you don't want anyone to hear you, and shuffle our feet back. All right, option here would just be to take a very large step and then do that shuffle on the way back. Again, this should get your heart rate up. 40 seconds on, we'll take 10-second rest before we go into a speed skater with 3 high knees. So now we're gonna work side to side, get a little bit different plane of motion. We're gonna take a nice big step to the side. Again, length of your mat is a perfect length to start with. When we land, we're gonna drive the knees up 3 times and then replant before we go to the opposite side. Great option for this one. Again, big step over to the side and just kind of a knee lift if the jump is bothering any kind of injuries or maybe we wanna start a little slow. Number 3, squat jump. We're gonna see how much we can jump towards the ceiling. So as we squat down, arms go behind us, we jump off the ground and reach to the ceiling. Key here, don't use momentum, don't be afraid to come to a stop at the bottom and really use the power of those legs. Option, we call it squat to toes, just exploding up onto the toes without the jump. Last but not least, one of our signature favorite exercises, we have the full burpee. We're gonna be okay, we've got this. Yeah, full burpee. So we're gonna get down into that high plank position. To do that, we're gonna jump our feet back. We're gonna do a full push-up. We practiced before. Again, option, you can do that push-up from the knees if you need to. Key is jumping up at the top. So again, full body. This one should really get the heart rate up, right? Take the breaks as you need throughout. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Ready.
You're ready? All right, 6.5 minutes. 40 seconds on, 10-second rest, broad jump to shuffle. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's see what you got. Good, guys. This one again, really kind of starting to feel the burn through those legs. We're trying to see just how much power we can reproduce every single round. It should get less and less. Again, take time, shake the legs out if you need to. Trying to land nice and soft, staying on the balls of the feet as we go through. You got 20 seconds. And then you get your coveted 10-second rest. Good, this is where it gets a little spicy, 10 seconds. We got one more in us, we got one more. Nice job, 10-second rest, 3, 2, 1. Good, again, small little sips. If you need to, shake out the legs. Coming to you guys next, don't forget, we got your speed skater to 3 high knees. Again, using the length of the mat if you absolutely need to in 3, 2, 1. 40 seconds of work. Awesome, guys. So another thing to kind of keep in mind with this one, this is still a format of a lunge. It's just a little bit of power incorporated in. So notice Nima's keeping her hips nice and straight, toes are landed forward. Take time to find the balance when you land. Don't feel like you have to go right into your high knees. Take a second, really find that base and get those knees up nice and high. Again, staying on the balls of the feet. We got side part of your glutes working, we got quads, we got calves, and we got 10 seconds. Good, heart rate's up, not forgetting to breathe. 3, 2, 1, take that rest. Take that rest. Whew. Shake it out. I'm sweating just watching you guys. Need some water and a towel off myself. All right, we got squat jump. Let's see who can touch the ceiling. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Remember, arms go up here. We're trying to prevent using from momentum. We want to see just the leg muscles working. As you land, nice soft, reload at the bottom and explode back up to the ceiling. Hope you started your watch on this one.
I did it.
Oh. Awesome, guys. Don't forget you have the option to squat to toes. Maybe we've gone through a couple of reps. You're like, ooh, I just need a little bit of a breather. Don't be afraid. We still got one more round to go after this. 10 seconds. Can you do one more? 3, 2, 1, 10-second rest. I might give you guys 12 seconds on this one because you got your full burpee next. All right, here we go. We got full burpee for 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Let's see what you got. The most signature of the workouts right here. Idea, getting the chest down to the ground. Maybe the chest just falls to the ground, maybe becomes a little bit more of a sloppy push-up. That is okay, we are all guilty of it. Awesome, guys. Another thing to keep in mind as you guys are jumping your feet back, watch that back. If that lower back starts to get you, it might be letting your hips dip a little bit too far towards the ground, means your core's not engaged. Really get that big belly breath, hold that core in nice and tight, and if you need to, walk in the toes back and then walking the feet forward. We break in 3, 2, 1. Round one. One more round to go. You've almost made it to the end of your workout. This is it. This is where you got to push yourself a little bit. All right, we're starting back up. Broad jump with the shuffle. Let's see how far we get. 3, 2, 1. This would be a little more comfortable with the workout. Maybe you go a little bit longer than the mat each and every time. All right, maybe you just take the small step. This is really it. The home stretch is up to you. This is what you want to get out of your workout. Nice job. I'm just looking to see if we can beat our rep count right here.
Where's it at?
I didn't count. Good, guys. All right, we have 20 seconds left, really kind of pushing through. Right when you want to take a break, that's the time to do one more rep. All right, and make your body break past that mental barrier. We got one more in us. 3, 2, 1, 10-second rests. 3 more exercises. We all look great. We look great, we look great. We're sweating together. I'm just here working you through it. You guys are doing all the work. Let's go. Speed skater high knees. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Good, guys. Real good agility movement right here. Really trying to work on keeping the knees tight to the body. Maybe pointing that toe up a little bit. Again, working through those hip flexors. Side part of that leg, really getting the burn. Yeah, there we go. Again, length of the mat. If we got a little bit longer, right? I like to tell our members, you got a crack in the ground. That crack in the ground's getting longer and longer as you go. You can't fall in because you touch the lava. So get some power, explode over that crack. 10 seconds. We go, heart rate's up, we're breathing heavy. We got one more to the side. 3, 2, 1, 10-second rest. That 10 seconds flies by when you're having fun. 2 more exercises, team. We've got the squat jump. Again, a little closer to the ceiling. Let's get after it. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Awesome, notice that small pause at the bottom. That is key for adding power in. If we need to at the end, right squat to toes. Taking the break as you need it. Good, guys, keeping the breathing under control. Big breath out as you jump, big inhale as you come down. 20 more seconds. Can you get 5 more reps, team? 5 more reps. Nice. 3, 2, 1, your last 10-second rest. All we have left is that full burpee. Here's your challenge. Can you go all 40 seconds at the end of your workout without stopping? No matter what format of the burpee, let's see it. 3, 2, 1. This is it. Good, guys, good, 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 good. Push through, push through. Remember, walk the feet out, walk them back if you need to. Slow down the reps. These aren't about fast reps, it's about consistent reps. So don't think that you have to speed up through it. If you only get 5 compared to 10, right? Remember, it's all about the tempo. We're halfway, 20 seconds till the end of your workout. Let's keep pushing. So I think Nima's got like a double push-up on this last one. Nope. What? One more rep. 3, 2, 1. You did it. We made it. Awesome job. Next important thing is make sure you guys get a lot of hydration in here. Let the heart rate kind of calm down, focusing on the breathing. Big breath in through the nose, 4 counts out, and really try to work on flexibility, right? We don't stretch nearly enough during the day, especially if we sit a lot. Great thing after to do the workout with your muscles is to stretch them out, right? Get some arm movements in there. Find some yoga patterns that you guys can kind of stick with that kind of help. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed your workout. Awesome job, and we'll see you here next time.